Would you rather spend isolation with Sonny or an isopod?
I'm gonna go with
Welcome to the best ever quarantine show, the show where we talk to past sidekicks, reflect on our time together, answer your audience questions, and find out how this pandemic is affecting them and life in their country. That was pretty perfect. Today's special guest is Shizuka Anderson, currently residing in Tokyo, Japan.
Shizuka Anderson, aka Shizzy, a Japanese-Canadian TV, radio, and YouTube presenter. Born and raised in Canada, Shizzy moved to Tokyo 10 years ago to explore her Japanese heritage. Since then, she's hosted and appeared in numerous Japanese shows, including J-Flix, Journeys in Japan, Japan by Food, and Tokyo Creative Talk.
Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Shizuka Anderson on the line. Shizuka, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
We're on an unofficial lockdown in Vietnam. I've been home for weeks already.
Oh, really? I've been at home as well, but we're not official lockdown either.
First, I thought it would be good to kind of talk about our history a little bit. It all started because a couple years ago, we went to Japan. We were looking for people to co-host, and we reached out to you. And our first episode was about the Wagyu beef in Tokyo. And then about a year after that, working with buyfood.com, they reached out to you. They said, would you be interested in doing a 2-week trip throughout Japan? For some reason, you said yes. Do you regret that decision?
No, I don't regret it.
Because of Sonny, I've had to touch bugs. I've had to eat raw shark heart, and I've had to endure 3 hours on the actual rockiest boat of my life.
It was a very interesting experience, that's for sure. The schedule is pretty jam-packed. We have full days of running around. It does get to you. I think 2 weeks feels pretty long if you're not used to doing that all the time, for sure.
And for people who don't know, we went to 8 cities in 12 days,
Yes.
starting with Tokyo and then just going down the whole country.
That's not something I even get to do very often. I occasionally travel around for work, but to do so many cities and so many prefectures all across Japan is pretty rare. So that was a great experience, actually.
What made you want to do it?
I thought 2 weeks is a little long and I'm sure you're gonna make me do a bunch of weird stuff. So I was a little worried about that, but I thought that maybe all in all it would be a good experience. So I went for it.
When you shot with us, what was most surprising for you?
I guess I had been expecting to eat a little bit more foods that I would enjoy.
Shizuka,
Oh no.
I want you to grab a few. Should I help you? I can dish you up some.
Never.
But in the end, we didn't actually eat a whole lot because we were so busy that we were moving around. We just eat like a little bit and then we were out of there sometimes. So we were eating a lot of convenience store food, actually.
Between being on and off camera, we probably ate more convenience store food, more 7-Eleven food than anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
What some people might not realize, it's a lot more about capturing the story than about having a foodie experience.
I do appreciate that because I think the main goal is definitely to get the story. I think a lot of people watching would be surprised to realize that we're not actually eating that much.
And so this leads me to my second question. What was the most challenging part of this 2-week trip that we did throughout Japan?
Pushing myself to be on this trip where it was all really hands-on, from catching the food to eating it. That whole process was definitely a good experience and it was eye-opening.
It's in my hand!
Yes!
Ah!
Don't you feel amazing, like you accomplished something?
I am a hunter.
Yeah! What were the foods that you tried during our trip that you maybe didn't even realize existed in Japan?
Definitely the warasubo, the alien-looking fish.
It's definitely still alive.
I'm not sure what this does. Oh! It bit the spoon!
And also the isopod, that's right, yes. I'd never seen those before.
We have some crazy audience questions right now as we get to know Shizuka Anderson better. This is from Unfazed Ho. What made you want to leave Canada and move to Japan?
It's a great question. It originally started with a suggestion from my grandparents. I was 18. My grandparents live here in Japan and they said I'd never lived here before, I'd never studied here, so university would be a good opportunity. I thought, yeah, actually that is a good idea. Part of the motivation of coming here was discovering a little bit more deeply like the other half of me and also wanting to pursue a career in the entertainment industry. So I thought Tokyo would be a good place to start and luckily it kind of did come to fruition, which is really cool.
At Ben J. Kuo, he says, is there any Japanese food you think Sonny would not have the balls to try?
I've seen some of what Sonny does eat. You would eat pretty much anything if the opportunity arose.
How do you find it?
Milky.
You might not enjoy everything, but I think you'd eat it at least once.
Yeah, I should put that on my CV. We'll eat anything. Can you guess which food was the most difficult for me in Japan?
Hold on, we ate carp, isopods, grasshoppers, warasubo evil fish, shirasu fish. Maybe it was the isopods.
Oh, actually, no. The hardest thing for me to eat in that whole trip was the raw chicken.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Everything growing up that's been embedded in my mind about education around food, it's like you always cook chicken to 165 degrees, never eat it raw, it can contaminate knives and cutting boards, you have to wash it with soap. All that was going through my mind as I'm putting raw chicken into my mouth.
But the thing about that raw chicken is that it's not 100% raw. The outer part was lightly boiled to, sanitize it.
I mean, that's what makes you not die. True, but it's still raw.
That's right, but that was still pushing it for you, I guess.
Our next question here comes from @Haimukat. They say, has being on the Best Ever Food Review show impacted your life in some kind of way?
So many people came to know who I am from appearing on your show, so that's something I'm really grateful for. And I got to experience a lot of things that most people don't get to do. So if you meet an average Japanese person, they're not gonna have tried most of those things. I had the opportunity to go and experience like how these things are made, meet the people behind the food, and tour all across Japan. So that has definitely widened my worldview.
And it widened my Japan view. Just seeing how happy and open people were in general throughout the country. I like that. That was good for me to experience.
Yeah, I'm glad that you could experience that, because I think there's a misconception that Tokyo is representative of all of Japan. Japan is mostly countryside, and people in the countryside are way more laid back. We didn't need as many regulations for things to do stuff. People are kind of just like, oh yeah, go film.
Right, like the isopod boat where we almost died.
I don't know. Guys, can we keep going? I don't know if we can keep going.
The next question comes from @Robert J. Vivian. Would you rather spend isolation with Sonny or an isopod?
Well, I'm sure Sonny, you'd be plenty of fun to isolate with, actually. But I also don't mind the isopods as living creatures very much. Like if the isopod's gonna hang out in a little tank in my house, that is no problem. Super chill. I'm gonna go with the isopod.
Oh,
Low
very
maintenance.
Very. So you're going with the isopod anyways. I love it. Yes. All right, next one from @ChangWang22. Werewolves or vampires?
Werewolves.
Great, next one. @Chole.samose. Wait, is this for you or for me? I think this is for me. It says, can you stop being so cute all the time? Oh no, that is for you. Oh, shoot.
I think that's for you.
I think we can skip it. There are a lot of creepy comments on YouTube and Instagram from people. Were you surprised by the outpouring of inappropriate comments about people talking about us in a non-professional manner?
I guess I didn't really realize how much people saw this chemistry between us. It was a strong ship. But then again, the internet is a creepy place. I can't say I'm that surprised.
Without tooting our horns too much, I think we're both just good at what we do. No matter what weird conditions we were, we always knew how to bring it.
I think we both knew how to turn on our switches when the camera started rolling. We had fun shooting together, and we knew how to bring the energy, and we both kept it professional. We kept it professional, guys.
Sorry, guys. Kept it professional. Many of the people watching now, they've been in some kind of quarantine, or like me, I can still go out, but there's nothing to go do. I'm in Vietnam, but every restaurant, movie theater, mall, everything's closed. Do you have any advice or anything that you do that kind of helps you get through day to day or week to week?
I've been spending a lot of time cooking, which is what I think everybody is doing right now. Since Japan is not under any strict lockdown, I also like to go for little walks and enjoy the cherry blossoms. It's been very leisurely. I feel like a retired person.
Yeah, exactly. It's an early retirement. Not optional.
Exactly.
Not optional.
Right.
Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
You told me previously you're gonna be working on your own YouTube channel, is that right?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I had started my own YouTube channel ages ago, but I really didn't know what kind of content I wanted to make, and it kind of just fizzled out. But now that I do have a lot more time, I thought I would just make a little channel of me doing random things, challenges, and maybe even just talking about Japan a little bit, and maybe trying convenience store foods and whatnot.
Awesome. Well, Shizuka, thank you so much for taking the time to do this little call and for telling us a little bit more about what's going on with you. Maybe in a month or two we could do another catch up and kind of see how things have transpired in Japan. But in the meantime, I wish you luck and take care of yourself.
You too, and I hope that everybody else out there is staying safe and staying indoors, and I'm sure we'll all get through this really soon.